Hey yo guys, Globku here, and I just wanted to go over our E3 plans here on Magical Noob. Now, 2 years ago we did a parody video on the Microsoft press conference, which to this day I still think is one of the funniest videos we've made on the channel. The plan at the time was not to just bash on Microsoft, was actually to make one of these videos for each major press conference, but it turned out that these were very time consuming and we ended up not having a lot of time left to do the other videos once we were done with the Microsoft one. Now fast forward a year, we get to E3 2015, where we found a solution that we could do within the time that we had. Basically, I just picked up the mic and I talked about each press conference individually, made sort of a shorter video, a summary if you will, of what happened within each press conference. This was obviously aimed at people who didn't want to watch the whole thing or that just missed the press conference and wanted to know what exactly happened. Which brings us to this year, E3 2016. Now, most of you probably already know that I work for TGN, I make videos there all the time. And Magical Noob is sort of our passion project. It's where we get to try out stuff, we get to play smaller video games, and sometimes just do silly stuff that probably wouldn't be very well received at TGN. Now this year, TGN has quite the big team working at E3. We've got people on the show floor and we got people, well, behind the scenes like me, working on videos, watching press conferences, and etc. What TGN wants to do this year is very similar to what we did last year. They want to do a press conference summary for every press conference. So day one it will be EA and Bethesda, day two it will be Microsoft, Ubisoft and Sony, and then on the third day it will be Nintendo. We're gonna be doing those press conference summaries on TGN, and it's the Magical Noob team who is in charge of doing these press conference summaries. So if you don't have time to watch the press conferences or you just don't want to watch the whole thing, you can head over to youtube.com/TGN and watch the summaries there. And that's pretty much going to take up all of our time because, you know, it did take up all of our time last year, so I don't see us having a lot of time to do other stuff here on Magical Noob. So what did we come up with? We're gonna be watching the press conferences live. I've already created all the live stream events, so if you head over to the homepage of our YouTube channel, you can check out the times for each press conference, and basically we're gonna be live 5 minutes before each press conference time, which probably will end up being more because these things never start on time. We're gonna be reacting to all the announcements, we're gonna be commentating and talking through the whole thing, so it's a great place for you guys to come if you were planning on watching the E3 press conferences, but don't want to do it by yourself. If you want some company, you can do it with us. For the longest time I watched press conferences by myself, and I gotta tell you, with friends it is a lot better. And that's kind of our intent doing this live stream kind of thing with you guys. I think Giant Bomb started doing this 2 years ago, and then last year everyone picked it up. Game Informer, GameSpot, this year Kinda Funny Games is also doing it. And I think it's great because you get to watch E3 with your favorite YouTube personalities, your favorite people. And since we thought it was such a great idea, we just want to do it ourselves as well and see how it goes. Now, because I love that parody video that we did 2 years ago so much, we also want to do a best moments of us watching the E3 press conferences, so that will probably come out later as well. And after E3 is done and our schedule clears up a bit, we're going to take a look at our favorite titles that were announced, and we're going to make videos specific for those titles. And if they are well received, if you guys enjoy them as well, we'll continue to cover those games until they release. And after they release, we'll do our usual thing of gameplay impressions or reviews depending on which games we end up covering. So to summarize, if you want to watch the press conferences live, you can do it with us here on Magical Noob. Check the homepage, it has the events and the times that the press conferences are happening. If you don't have time to do that, head over to youtube.com/TGN, where you'll have press conference summaries, you'll have trailer compilations from all the trailers that were shown at the press conferences, as well as interviews, gameplay impressions from our boys in the show floor. And those are pretty much our plans for E3 2016. I really hope you guys enjoy the content we put out, and I really hope to see you guys on the live stream watching the E3 press conference together. You can even give us some feedback on what you are personally excited about, and if we see enough of a response, we might even cover games that we weren't planning on doing. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys there. It starts on Sunday, which is pretty damn soon. I've been Globku, thank you for watching. See you at E3. Boy.